I'm going to tell you an asset protection option that's available to you that's even more powerful and isn't even available to Warren Buffett. At least not as available as it is to you. Now, since Warren had properly set up his LLC, the IRS threatened only the assets under that LLC name, meaning Warren's personal assets were completely hidden and protected from attackers. Stronger protection. Now, if you want to protect your assets like Warren Buffett, here's what I would do. Number one, separate dangerous assets into separate LLCs. Now, what's a dangerous asset? It's an asset that could cause liability. A rental property, a business, a motor vehicle, a boat. Holding each rental property in separate LLCs is a way the lawsuit on one property or business doesn't take all properties and all businesses that you own. And that's just what Warren Buffett does. He has his main public company, Berkshire Hathaway. This owns other corporations and LLCs because Berkshire Hathaway owns the companies rather than letting these companies operate out of the holding company. Berkshire Hathaway is protected from lawsuits against each business. So divide and conquer and don't hold all of your business eggs in one LLC basket. Number two, now here's an option for you that's even stronger. And this strategy would not usually be a good option for Warren Buffett, and that is the offshore asset protection trust. Now, while you're scrambling to figure out why it's available to you, but not a good option for him, hang on. I'll get to that. Warren Buffett has huge US-based assets. He has factories, office towers, huge US-based corporations that are under the jurisdiction of the US courts that you can't easily uproot and move abroad. So he would have to hire a team of expensive lawyers and spend millions or even tens of millions or hundreds of millions of dollars duking it out in court. Whereas you and I, unless you do run a multi-billion-dollar holding company, can just liquidate your assets, equity strip our real estate, and put it into one nice, neat little package in your offshore asset protection trust. U.S. trusts don't work well because we've seen U.S. judges simply discard them. And yes, I say U.S., but I also mean UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, etc. If you're watching this from there. We set up the trust either in the Cook Islands in the South Pacific, in Belize, an English-speaking country in Central America, or in Nevis in the Caribbean Sea. Not in a lawsuit now? Well, most likely we'll set up a Cook Islands trust for you. It has robust asset protection and a strong track record. In fact, our firm has set up more asset protection trusts in the Cook Islands than anyone in the world. Okay, next, in a lawsuit now or about to be, then with your approval, we'll set up a Belize trust for you since the Cook Islands hasn't been too fond lately of taking people who are feeling the legal heat right now. In either jurisdiction, our trustworthy law firm can step in to protect you. We'll stick an LLC inside of the trust, make you the manager and the signatory in the bank account. If it's a Cook Islands trust, we'll set up a Cook Islands LLC. If we set you up a Belize trust, we'll set up a Belize LLC and stick it inside the trust. Maybe we set up the bank account in the LLC's name, make you the manager and the initial signatory on the bank account. We usually set the bank account in Switzerland since they have the strongest banks that work to protect your assets inside of the trust. Now, when the bad thing happens and the courts could threaten the trust assets and make you hand them over, our law firm stands in as LLC manager on your behalf. Your local courts don't have jurisdiction in the Cook Islands or Belize, and your assets remain safe and secure.